Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. That's what they need right there. Force one here. Up to Chin, who throws it down. Minkler, good ball fake. Gets to the 10. Count it and the foul. Two buzzer beaters to his credit. Goes down the lane. Double pump.
There it is.
Good! Another! And it's a steal by Soden to the rim. He's got the layup and Bedford's got the lead. McGeady drives, Strand open, three-pointer up and in. Wow. And they come up with a steal. O'Connell looking for the flush.
Make guys shoot twos.
Step back, Castro trying to tie the game. Juanena up the sideline, Castic way, double pump. Shot up and in! Up and in! Trying to find Bono. Mike with the steal! Mike is going to run off the court! Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Bedford. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. It's the Bishop Guertin Cardinals taking on the Bedford Bulldogs here at the Doghouse. Well, both of these teams have had success over the last handful of seasons. Bishop Guertin, state champs in Division I back in 2021. Bedford a little more recently. They captured the crown for the first time in school history 2 seasons ago at the tail end of the 22-23 campaign. Went back to the Final Four a year ago. A lot has changed since then for Bedford. They lost all 5 starters. They do bring back Frank Moreno on the sideline and do have a number of underclassmen set to contribute this season. So far, Bedford is 1-1. They're coming off a blowout win over Nashua North back on Monday. Bishop Guertin, meanwhile, also 1-1. New head coach, that's Will Horn. He headed the JV program for a long time. An animated coach, kind of a player's coach by reputation. He's got the Cardinals at 1-1 out of the gate after beating Londonderry on the road to open the season. They fell for the first time to Portsmouth. So just week 2 here, Justin. Everybody kind of figuring out who they are. Both teams 1-1, looking to exit with a winning record.
I think we're going to see a lot of figuring out first couple weeks. We talked about that at the Exeter game, Londonderry-Exeter. Londonderry just wasn't quite ready for the press. I see a lot of new faces here at Bedford, though. I don't recognize maybe but 2 kids out there that were there last year and that strong team that they had for a couple years. Those guys played together for so long and they were so successful. This is kind of new. These guys have to kind of find that groove. And then BG, on the other hand, wasn't very good last year, but this is a huge rivalry. And they've already won a game, so they're coming in pretty confident today. But everybody's in the same boat. Very small amount of time to practice, right? Some teams have had a little bit more time together than others. We saw Exeter, I think, more time together than others. But we're going to see that a lot early. We did last year. Every year you see that. Just figuring some things out. Coaching staffs, Bedford side, you're right, same. So we'll see what happens. Should be fun.
Well, it should be lively as well, as the gym filling up very quickly. The lobby is streaming with folks as well.
Well, you know, the doors were locked, Nick. I couldn't get in. I stood by the door and banged on it and couldn't get in, and finally someone showed up, but it was interesting to start that way.
I'm sure you were the first one here.
I was very early, well. Very early.
When we come back, starting lineups, national anthem, game time at the bottom of the hour. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Back here in Bedford, closing in on the opening tip between Bishop Guertin and Bedford. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. This gym has become a very formidable atmosphere for road teams to come and have to play in on. And again, a large standing student section formulating behind the baseline tonight can make it difficult.
Yeah, they do
for
well.
the opponents, for sure.
Yeah, they do well. Usually they have cheerleaders on one side, a lot of students on the other. But I'm excited, as are a lot of people here. Today was the last day of school. Vacation kicks in. A lot of people leave, but still a good crowd tonight. And 4 games tonight, special event. So 4 games tonight. Girls, boys, girls, girls, boys, boys, girls tonight.
All right, let's go down to the court for the national anthem. Both teams 1-1. And as we head towards the holiday break, early portion of the schedule, Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. A couple of things to watch for here as we close in on the opening tip.
Well, I'm just curious on what kind of defenses both teams are going to play. We know what Bedford likes to do, sort of chaos. They like to run, push the ball, attack early, take open threes. BG, perhaps a little more conservative tonight. You don't want to have to play into that same style of play unless that is what you're trying to do as well. So let's just kind of see what happens. Defense for me is big. What are they going to do defensively, both sides?
A 3-man officiating crew on hand for this one tonight. John Dunham, Sean McNamara, and Gary Wong. Cardinals in their road greens, Bedford in their home whites.
What's up with that? You don't see that this early. They usually save that to, maybe they're going to do that all. Well, no, they can't do it all year. We haven't seen that yet.
Bedford wins the tip. Bulldogs working left to right. We're underway here from Bulldog Stadium. Here's Will Dock down the lane, going to draw a foul in the act. Will head to the free throw line for 2. a freshman forward. He's been a welcome new addition here to this Bedford varsity lineup.
He's got some size. He's only a freshman. I wonder where he's from. He's got some size indeed.
Back iron miss there.
Big freshman.
And goes in. There's a nice complimentary piece down low to 6'4" senior center Connor O'Rourke. And here is O'Rourke off the
big
glass.
Rebound. Big
off
rebound.
the putback. 2-0 Bedford.
That's
So
what they
on,
need, right? That's what they need.
Right on cue. After we mention his name, he makes the first basket of the game. Meanwhile, a foul against the Bulldog defense here. And Bishop Guertin guard Matt Chow is going to head to the free throw line, a 5'10" senior. Called upon early here to handle the basketball more often than not. First free throw is no good.
So far, 0 for 3 in the free throw line. The other night we saw a game, you and I, of course, Londonderry Exeter, that was 2 free throws on one side and 8 for 14 on the other. So not great free throw shooting so far this year.
Still early in the campaign. Meanwhile, a 1 for 2 trip for Chow is going to put Bedford out in front 2-1 here.
I was trying to do the reverse jinx. See, I did that? Talk about it now, about how not good, and then it becomes good with the jinx.
Meanwhile, off the dribble into a crowd. A scoop shot offering is rejected. Jack Hinton thought he got the step. Good closeout defense for the Cardinals. Meanwhile, a spin move in the paint. It's Eli Youssef. First field goal for the visitors. Gives them their first lead at 3-2 with a minute gone by. Well, Youssef at 6'5". Player to watch
battle
tonight, perhaps, for the Cardinals.
Yeah, good matchup inside. Him and O'Connell, O'Rourke.
The foul. No, a travel in the high post. That's the first turnover either way.
Those feet.
As Dak shuffled upon the catch.
Didn't see much. I thought the pivot foot stayed down, but hey, they have 3 refs. They're not going to make many mistakes tonight.
Cardinals looking for back-to-back buckets. Chow off the drive. Tried the bank shot there. Dak able to wrestle away the rebound over the top for Bedford. Quick shot the other way. Won't go. This is Landon Elsmore's second attempt. No, and then O'Rourke is fouled as the big fella is knocked down in the lane.
Okay, now, that was perfect. O'Rourke did exactly what you're supposed to do when you rebound the ball. He kept the ball high, didn't bring the ball down low so the guards can knock it away, kept it up, and got fouled going back up. That's exactly how you're supposed to teach that, and he did that. So he's improved tremendously already. You can see that.
Got the free throw to go to tie the game. Foul was on Sam Woodward, the 6-foot junior for Bishop Guertin.
See my jinx work. 2 free throws in a row right there. Boom, boom.
4-3 Bedford. Back and forth here in the first 2 minutes. Folks continuing to find their seats in the crowd. Backdoor Youssef, inside out, extra pass to the corner. Good closeout by Dak, and then Chow drops the ball. Bobbled the catch, Hinton the steal across the lane to O'Rourke. Left it short.
Looked like it might have got blocked a little bit.
Youssef the rebound. Quick 3 off the pull-up. Back iron miss for Connor McGowan. And then the rebound is tipped out to Bedford's Elsmore. Both teams opening up at a man-to-man. Here's a dribble drive for Logan O'Connell. That bank shot won't work. O'Connell able to stay with it. Turns to his right. He's got a free layup.
Got his own rebound. Stayed with it.
Bedford attacking the old glass here early. They've got a 6-3 lead. Meanwhile, Youssef stumbles. What a foul here against the Bulldogs, O'Rourke.
Yeah, he tripped on his own feet that one. Tried to make a spin move, and O'Rourke was there. O'Rourke didn't touch him. That was good defense. I mean, you can't really. No shot, though, so it's out of bounds. Still.
No foul on the floor.
Yeah, not a lot of contact there.
Now 2 team fouls each way. And a 5-second violation is called against Bishop Guertin. Luca Fabrizio just couldn't find an open man. Fabrizio called for the violation. That's the second turnover against BG.
Both teams playing man. Bedford still trying to get down quick take quick shots.
Elsmore steps into a three. O'Rourke, offensive rebound, blocked from behind by Yusuf. Loose ball in the baseline. Eventually it's Dak for an easy two. Good hustle in the corner by Bedford's Landon Elsmore to get to that loose ball. Meanwhile, this one flies off the knee of the defender. Jack Hinton along the sideline. Back over to the Cardinals here. Meanwhile, Bedford starting to scratch together a run here. 6 unanswered with 3 minutes gone by.
Yeah, I think BG's got to find some ways to get open looks. Good open looks. They haven't had very many yet.
McGowan leaves his feet. Now Chow drives in the corner. Back to McGowan. Shot fake. Attacks the iron. That's rejected.
Good block. Good block.
O'Rourke got a piece with the right hand. Meanwhile, Hinton wraps around to Dak, who is blocked at the other end.
Back to back. What do I always say? Pump fake. Pump fake. Guys are flying.
Sam Woodward celebrates. Some good defense here on display for both squads early in the game.
Yeah, a lot of times, too, with block shots, you get fouls called. Those were good, clean blocks by both players.
Meanwhile, Dak, the freshman, lost it off the left-hand dribble. Fabrizio the other way for Bishop Guertin. Now 2 turnovers each way. Nearing the midway point, first quarter. Deep three for Chow, a little too deep. High arcing rebound eventually settles with Bedford's O'Connell. It's his second rebound. Bulldogs still out in front, 8-3. Here's a spin move. O'Connell, a wild one in the lane, and gets it to work. His second bucket.
And one-on-one attacking early. BG seems to be employing the dribble, kick.
That's a good drive there. Yusuf able to
play.
tip the shoulder and finish with the left hand. He's got 4 of the 5 early on for the Cardinals.
Yeah, dribble kick for both teams, kind of dribble kick, although Bedford is looking to get more guys cutting to the basket.
O'Connell straightaway three won't work. Rebound chased down off the bounce by Woodward. Meanwhile, Chow the other end gets the step. Counted in the foul.
And they count that. They did. A little bump. Didn't see the forearm come out.
You can see the speed there with the basketball. As the senior in attack mode immediately off the catch. May have gotten a piece of the wrist.
He put the forearm out. The official put the forearm out. I thought maybe he hit him with the forearm, but maybe just a little tap on the wrist.
Either way, it's against Hinton, and that's his second.
Oh, got to sit down. Now we had a sub come in. We had Pickett,
early foul trouble. Yeah, we get a look at Tyler Pickett, the junior guard, first off the bench for Bedford.
Well, these guys played JVs last year, so we're seeing new players across the board for Bedford that we haven't seen before.
Meanwhile, Dak out of a double team. O'Rourke whips it up top. Extra pass, three-pointer. Dak, offensive rebound, goes to his left. Can't get the runner. Fadeaway won't work. And finally, it's ruled out of bounds, last touched by Bedford. The Bulldogs, a couple of looks there at the iron, just couldn't make it happen on that play.
Yeah, O'Rourke passed up about a 15-footer after he pump faked. And went to the basket. Got to take those. Got to take those.
Luca. Fabrizio.
I'm going Fabrizio.
Fabrizio. Looking good there. His first field goal ties the game at 10. And Elsmore's got the answer for Bedford. They go off the window, fading to his right. His team retakes a 2-point lead here inside of 3 minutes opening quarter. Yusuf back to Chow. Three-pointer off the front iron.
Got to box out.
Tracked down by McGowan to keep it at this end.
Playing man. Got to find your man. Got to box out.
McGowan deep three. Zach another rebound. Freshman with 3 early for Bedford. 2.5 to play first quarter. Coach Horn on his feet. Going to go back to the Cardinal bench here. Hoping his team can get a stop. Bedford looking for an early 2-possession advantage.
A lot of dribbling here. A lot of dribbling.
O'Connell eventually tries a banker. That won't go. Weak side rebound to Fabrizio. And then Dak from behind going to strip McGowan for the takeaway. Freshman lowers his shoulder. Has a shooter in the corner. O'Connell follows his own miss. O'Rourke now with the basketball, and a foul is going to be called here against Bishop Guertin with 2 minutes even remaining first quarter.
A little bit of chaos right there in that play. I do notice, though, Bedford seems to want to, go one-on-one, right? Whoever gets it seems to be going one-on-one, trying to score and get an easy basket. They must have seen something, or maybe that's just the way they're trying to play now. I'd like to see a little more ball movement, a little more flow right now for them. They're better when the ball moves. They always have been.
Ali Shakir has come on for Bedford, replacing O'Rourke as the big man gets his first rest. Meanwhile, a miss and a defensive rebound for the Cardinals. Chance for the visitors to tie here with 100 seconds remaining. Opening frame, beautiful backdoor.
Great cut.
Yusuf, easy layup. He's got 6 here. He's the game's high scorer.
You know, it was interesting, too. I'm watching defense, the Bedford defense in that last play. Guys were not watching the ball. They were just staring at their man. And you got to be able to see your ball and man at the same time to give help. There was no help on that play.
12 all. Cardinals led briefly.
Kind of watch now. You can see a lot of guys are guarding their man, not seeing the ball. It's interesting.
BG looking for their first advantage since the game was 3-2 in the opening moments. Yusuf, and then a foul here against Bedford.
Good help that time, but
a reach in. Woodward had the basketball, and Bedford a little too aggressive that time. It's their 4th team foul and the first against Tyler Pickett. Fabrizio gets the word from Coach Horn. It's a green light. Deep 3, no. Offensive rebound. Woodward, no. Another chance this time for Josh Corriveau, no. And finally the rebound goes to Shakir. A shuffle pass inside. Tough catch there for Ellsmore. Goes over the top. He's got Luke O'Connell for 2.
Hey, there's the other one.
Luke O'Connell, the freshman. Not to be confused with Logan O'Connell, the junior for Bedford. 2-point lead for Bedford.
And we got 2 O'Rourke's out there now, just so you know.
There's a tip up and in.
Good tip by the little fella, McGowan.
5'10" guard, able to elevate there.
He did.
Pretty looking play. We're tied again
there
at 14. Well, Bedford perhaps thinking last shot here. Coach Moreno trying to direct traffic with his right arm.
You know how I feel about the last shot. Let's go at 10.
Inside of 10. 3-pointer. Won't go. Dak trying to battle. The freshman goes down, and we get a whistle. Maybe a foul against Bishop Guertin. A little bit of a shove there as those two players trying to box out. Jack Corriveau is hit with his 2nd personal foul. So 4 team fouls each way. Coach Horn goes back to the bench. Junior guard Sam Prescott is on. Meanwhile, this is an offensive foul.
Little push-off there by
Jack May, the senior, just came on and guilty. A little bit of a shove trying to free himself up. So with 4 seconds to go, Bishop Guertin has a chance to go the length of the floor here and retake the lead.
A lot of fouls that quarter, too. 9 fouls between 2 teams. Very aggressive defensively, though, both sides. Plenty of time if they can push it.
Fabrizio to midcourt, gets a runner off, tried to bank it.
That had a chance. That had a chance.
So we're tied after 1. 14-14, 8 minutes in here in Bedford. Back in a moment. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Second quarter action here in Bedford. Game tied at 14. We get set for another 8-minute frame. Nick Anastas along with Justin Gorham. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. There's the Zamboni machine.
What's that doing out here now?
Keeping the
moisture.
floor free of dust, I suppose, as well.
Notice how he did it, and he just didn't care. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do this right now, and I don't care. You're going to wait for me.
A lot of eyeballs on him. We got a full gym here tonight. It's been a fun atmosphere so far. JV game early. And girls varsity to follow tonight here, a full schedule. We got off the ground a bit early as well.
We did, few minutes early.
A couple of minutes, so if you're just joining us, we're glad to have you aboard. Both teams 1-1 through the first week plus of the season. Bedford turns it over. In the first possession of this second quarter, we saw 3 giveaways each way in that first quarter.
Yeah, 4-3. BG's got 4, Bedford's got 3, so kind of close there. You don't want to have too many. We talked about that a lot. You want to keep it, 10 or under if you can.
Logan O'Connell with a leaner.
Good tip.
And Yusuf with a high rebound in the paint for Bishop Guertin. Yusuf led the way offensively in that first quarter. And has the basketball now. He's got a game-high 6 points. Meanwhile, Chow's been right behind him. Point guard with a lefty layup, no. Shakur going to power out of the crowd with the ball. He's going to go all the way to the hole and finish with the left hand.
Wow, nobody stepped up for help to stop him. See somebody coming your way like that. Somebody has to step in front.
Sophomore went coast to coast. Some bench points for his team. Yusuf for 3. Faded a little bit there. And a miss from the wing is the result. The rebound there for O'Connell is his 3rd for Bedford. Bishop Guertin. Defensively here, it's been in a man-to-man. One of those defenders falls down. 3-pointer won't go from the corner. And now a loose ball ends up with Shakir again for Bedford. He loses it from behind. Pass whipped inside. Elsmore out of a crowd, no. This one tipped into the stands. Ooh. And they're going to say it's last touch by Bedford.
That got knocked pretty hard off the back by Fabrizio, I think, on that rebound out of bounds. See, he tipped it right out of bounds. Missed that one.
Oh,
the wizard of replay saw that.
Yep. It's our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. Well, Bishop Guertin, an opening night win at Londonderry. They lose at home against Portsmouth. Hoping to go into the holiday break here with a win over their longtime rival. Layup there for Yusuf, challenged, left it short. Meanwhile, O'Rourke is back in. He had it blocked from behind. Bedford keeps it at this end. May, a good hustle play. Leads to a 3 there for Hinton, who is back on the floor despite the 2 early fouls. Ultimately, Fabrizio clears the board for BG. 2 minutes in, second quarter. Cardinals looking for their first points of the quarter.
Here we go, a little half-court offense, some back picks. Change it up instead of the dribble kick.
Chow with a fade, no. Offensive rebound, Sam Prescott. Can't find the touch off the back iron. O'Rourke snatches his 5th rebound of this first half for Bedford. Shakir looking to break down the defense again off the dribble. Left the scooper a little short.
Good move, good move.
Prescott finds Yusuf, who is blocked. 2 Bedford defenders there, and then a foul.
Won't bail him out.
It's going to be called against the Bulldogs. It's against May, who rolls his eyes.
That was one where he fought, got his shot blocked, fought hard, got his own rebound back, and then kind of stood there, and they sort of bailed him out by just kind of whacking him. It was a good whacking.
Subs both ways. Dak is back on the floor for Bedford, replacing May. And the starting point guard and center head to the sidelines for Bishop Guertin. We get our first look at Isaac Baines, a 6'1 junior forward, joining the Cardinal lineup for the first time. Meanwhile, a step-back 3 offering won't work. Woodward trying to battle on the board for BG. This one is slapped under the basket. And last touch off the knee of Bishop Guertin's Baines.
I'm going to give that to Luke O'Connell. He's got 4 freshman off the bench. Has 4 rebounds. Hasn't scored yet, but who cares? Good defense, working hard, rebounding, kind of doing some dirty work. And you know what? If you're a freshman and you want to play, what are you supposed to do? Dirty work, right?
Yep.
Dirty work. Play defense.
Here's the other Bedford freshman on an inside-out. Good pass from the low post. Sets up the 3. But it won't fall for Luke O'Connell. They're going the other way for Bishop Guertin. Now a runner from the baseline. That one may have been partially blocked. Dak going to swing the elbow a bit to secure the rebound and draw a foul in the backcourt against Bishop Guertin.
Yeah, good rebound by Dak. He's working hard as well.
Got him for 3 rebounds early.
He's gotten hit quite a few times, too, and he's taking the contact well. Like, he's not He doesn't seem very phased by the hits and freshman guys usually get hit, they fall down. He's strong freshman.
Got a different look here from BG on defense.
Finally, we see a zone.
It's like
Out
a
of a
1-2-2.
modified 3-2, 1-2-2.
Here's a bank shot. That's how you beat it, right? The high post. Luke O'Connell may or may not have called his shot there. It's his second field goal.
I don't think he did.
Meanwhile, a foul here against Shakir.
That's
a little bit of a hand check.
He's missing a basket. That's his second one.
Yep. Another sub, Yusuf, after a very brief rest, is back on to man the middle for BG. Well-earned minutes for Bedford's Shakir and Luke O'Connell as they head back to the sideline.
Absolutely.
Fabrizio called for an offensive foul.
Absolutely.
Tried a bit of a savvy shoulder dip there, but the officials all over.
Yeah, you can't. He's trying to. This isn't the NBA, so that's not going to fly. Can't dribble and back into the defensive player when you're dribbling. It's a Steph Curry get open three-point shot situation.
Bedford by 4. Largest lead was 6 back in that first quarter. They can match it perhaps here as we near the midway point of this second quarter. Again, the Cardinal bench chanting defense. Good pick and roll. Left-hand finish for O'Rourke.
Nice pass. Good cut.
A tough contested finish for the 6'4 senior. It's his second field goal. He's got 6 points. We're inside of 4-minute second quarter. Yusuf bulls his way to the cup and scores it again off the window.
They needed that basket. They want to keep the game close. 20-16. You don't want to get down here against Bedford at home. Dangerous if you get down too far here at home. 2-possession
game. And a 2-man game here on the near wing.
Take advantage inside. You got a smaller man on him.
Fabrizio, good job fronting the post. Meanwhile, the skip pass frees up O'Connell. That 3 won't happen from the wing. Here's Baines trying to thread the needle across the lane. Good job keeping it alive. Yusuf goes high off the window.
Yusuf with the floater.
Looks like a turnover was brewing there. Instead, BG crawls back within 2. And again, a defensive chant from the Cardinal sideline. Drive and kick, Hinton ready to fire. 3-pointer, won't cooperate. Dak offensive rebound and foul on the floor.
Dak again working hard inside. 5th rebound. I have 5 anyway. My math isn't very good, but I have 5.
I've got him for 5 as well. Meanwhile, Baines going to check out here for BG. And Corriveau is back on despite the 2 fouls. So Corriveau's got to watch himself a bit. So does Jack Hinton for Bedford. He's on the floor with 2. Spin move. Elsmore hangs and scores off the glass. The junior guard. He was a member of that rotation a year ago.
Yeah,
brings
he got
back some experience.
Yeah, he did.
He's played pretty well in this first half. He's got 4 points.
Had a little bit of time last year. Shot well off when he got in, I think.
Line drive miss on a step back 3 from McGowan. Rebound Elsmore. Fabrizio gambled there but couldn't come up with it. Meanwhile, O'Connell misses in the lane. Yusuf the other way. He's fretted from behind. Hinton with a force of steal. 3-pointer now for Elsmore. Up and in. He's got the 3-pointer to work. A foul immediately as well on the floor against Corriveau. He got tangled up with Dak. So they're going to count the bucket. And a foul against Bishop Guertin is going to send Corriveau to the bench, and it's going to give Bedford another shot here with the inbound upcoming on the baseline.
After the shot foul, looked like he may have pulled Dak down. Take another look at it here by the Wizard. They're both wrestling, but they called it on him. He pulled him down. Could have gone either way, I think, on that call. Either way.
Bulldogs hoping to double up here on this possession as we come down to 2 minutes to go in this first half. And a timeout is called here by Coach Moreno. 25-18 Bedford, 2:04 to play, second quarter. Our broadcast brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally, by the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit nhtomahawks.com and also girls.nhtomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham here. A couple of rows above courtside.
Good
Glad you
spot
could join
tonight.
us. Yeah, here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. It's our game of the week. Meanwhile, Dak off the inbound. No. O'Rourke on the follow. Yes.
Great follow. That's what you have to do. Stay around the basket. You know, players miss a lot of 2-footers. Happens all the time, every level.
Yusuf gets inside of O'Rourke for two.
They're making it too easy for Yusuf right now. He's got a strong 12. All right, got to stop Yusuf. If you're going to win the game, you got to stop Yusuf.
6'5" sophomore with game-high honors so far. Meanwhile, the ball betrays Elsmore. Slips out of his hands into the backcourt, and it's a violation.
Too much dribbling, Nick. Too much dribbling. Got to move the ball.
Fifth Bedford turnover of this first half. Cardinals trying to make it a two-possession game again. Final 90 seconds before halftime. Coming up at halftime. Stats, highlights, analysis, and a Friday night scoreboard for you as well. Woodward, crafty move along the baseline. Couldn't get the layup to go, but
team rebound.
Yep, flies out of bounds. Last touch by Bedford.
And the reason I mentioned the dribbling, I watched Coach Moreno. He said the same thing after the turnover. You watch him. He goes, no, you got to move the ball. Right now, yo-yoing. Guys dribbling around. Guys are open. We don't want to stand around if you're the teammate and just watch, right? Someone dribble. If you're going to do that, those guys better be moving.
Yeah.
So they're going to get open. But you can't just dribble the ball because guys get bored and they stand there, right? You want to get everyone involved and not just hold the ball.
Well, Bedford played with the lead most of this first half. They looked good earlier this week in a blowout victory against Nashua North. That was an 84-39 revenge game for Bedford. Remember, it was the Titans who knocked out the Bulldogs last year in the semifinals. So Bedford
big win.
Evens the score on that front in their first win of the season, to also even the record at 1-1. Bishop Guertin, as I mentioned, a road win over Londonderry. And then a setback in a hard-fought battle against Portsmouth, hoping to reclaim the above 500 reputation with a win here on the road tonight.
They're scrappy. Right now I feel like they're a scrappy team. They got guys getting after it on the boards, working hard. O'Rourke inside trying to get every rebound. Not going to get them all, but he's working hard. The freshman, love the freshman's effort too. Love it.
Yusuf, 17-footer from straight away, won't go, hitting the rebound. Bedford gets the stop they wanted. Meanwhile, three-pointer on the way. Logan O'Connell knocks it down. Left the extension up for a moment as well. That one nothing but net. Bedford, their largest lead at 30-20. Final minute, first half. Yusuf, strong take to his left. Sophomore has carried the load for BG with a game-high 14.
I'm hearing clamoring for and one, but he probably got a little bump. He might have probably had some opportunities to have been at the free throw line.
Well, May
inside.
Ended up with the ball back out to Dak, high arcing three, and then it's Chow with the rebound for BG. 25 seconds, loose ball the other way. May with the takeaway.
Right now, Bedford is winning the turnover battle by one.
Got a foul here.
That reaching foul. That's the 15th foul. This on BG, shooting free throws with that new rule. I'm still, believe it or not, trying to get used to that. We did that last year, I know, the whole year, but it's still kind of weird that they didn't, last quarter they should have shot free throws, it felt like, or that should have kept going, and we'd be at 9. And
right, the new rule is, quote-unquote new rule, it's the second year.
Second year, so it feels new.
The way it works is 5 team fouls per quarter. That's the bonus. It resets between periods.
Doesn't it weirdly feel
And it's
new?
double bonus, it's 7.
Yeah, just feels weirdly new still.
2 for 2.
See, after I said that comment, I jinxed everyone the opposite direction. Now we're making free throws.
Yeah, it's been an outstanding.
I try to help out.
Outstanding performance for both teams at the line.
Good cut.
Final seconds, second quarter. BG trying to beat the clock. We're down to 3 seconds. Chow 4-3. Won't happen. And Bedford's going to take a 10-point lead into the locker room. 32-22 at halftime. That's the high water mark so far. And so far, so good if you're Frank Moreno and the Bedford Bulldogs.
Absolutely. You're playing at home. This is the last day of school for everyone, so they're jazzed up anyway. You got to kind of rein them in. They came out a little bit, everywhere because of that, I think. But like I said, they're scrappy. They're scoring baskets. They're getting after it. They're getting rebounds. They're getting second opportunities, offensive rebounds. And BG just needs to find, I think, different, easier ways to score. Right now, it's not easy for them to score. Yusuf can score.
He's found ways,
He's found ways to score. He's got 16, but that's it. It's 16, and two other players have, 2 field goals. So we only have, what do we have? 9 field goals right now for BG.
Yeah. All right, work to do for the Cardinals. They trail by 10. Coming up, stats, highlights, analysis, and a busy Friday night scoreboard as well. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Second half on the way here in Bedford. Bulldogs leading Bishop Guertin by a score of 32-22. Nick Anastas along with Justin Gorham in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Both teams at 1-1 coming into tonight. Bedford, after a back-and-forth first quarter, we were tied at 14, really grabbed control. They've had a rebounding advantage in this game so far, and defensively, they have gotten after it at times as well. They grew their lead there just before halftime to 10, and that is the deficit here with the third quarter coming up in just a couple of minutes. Bedford really spread the wealth as they've got, 4 players with multiple points, led by junior guard Logan O'Connell, 9 points. A couple of 2-pointers, a 3-pointer, and a couple of free throws for the floor leader. Had help from the big man, Connor O'Rourke. 8 points, 6 rebounds, working on a double-double for Bedford. And Landon Elsmore, as we see him on camera there, looked good in the first half as well for the Bulldogs with 7. BG led by sophomore center Eli Youssef. The game-high 14 points to go with 3 rebounds. So, Justin, as we get set for this second half, what adjustments, if any, should we expect from these teams?
Well, I think first half, a little chaotic. BG needs to find different ways to score, need to get maybe easier looks, easier shot attempts. Right now, Yusuf's the only one that's getting easy baskets, kind of getting to the basket and laying it up. They're relying on some of their smaller players to, catch and shoot these threes, and they're not going in right now. We only have 2 threes made this entire game so far, and Bedford just needs to keep playing sort of that right now chaotic type basketball. Get after it, rebound, attack, every loose ball. I love the freshman Dak getting loose balls. I love when they bring the other O'Connell off the bench, getting loose balls, right? So they're playing hard. I think if they improve on maybe some of their shooting percentages here in the second half, Bedford, they could extend this lead if BG doesn't figure out a way to maybe score some easier baskets. And the rebounding situation, Bedford with 26 and BG with 18. So an advantage there rebounding-wise. And you can see it when you watch the game. And you know me in math, I could be off by a few. So
no, we double-checked those numbers at halftime, so at least the points.
Yeah, rebounding, that could be, turnover-wise, they're almost the same.
I'd say,
that's
more often than not, we're in the ballpark.
We're close, I guess. We're close.
Only one other Division I contest tonight. Exeter back in action, 2-0. We saw them on Tuesday.
We did. They're impressive. I have a fun stat for them, by the way.
Well, right now, not so fun of a stat if you're Exeter. They're trailing Portsmouth 37-31.
Oh, early probably, right? Early
second quarter.
Second quarter. Fun stat. They won both of their first 2 games, 67-53.
Wow.
Both games.
Wow.
That's weird, by the way. And why is there only one Division I game other than this one? What's going on with the scheduling situation here?
A little unusual before the holiday break. That's become customary here. We saw a lot of games Monday night.
Yeah, we did. You're right.
On Tuesday, Wednesday, they sprinkled them in on Thursday as well. And again, just 2 D1 games tonight. We're at one of them here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week.
I know there's some D2 games. I know West is playing tonight. There's some other D2 games tonight, but
32-22. Bulldogs with the lead and the ball, threatening to go up perhaps a dozen for the first time on this trip. The freshman Dak lost his footing, lost the ball. Youssef, the steal, throws it up ahead blindly, and it's intercepted by Logan O'Connell. So a turnover each way as we begin this second half. Another steal. This is McGowan down the lane, finds the trailer. It's Fabrizio, a good look at a wing 3, but again can't make it happen. Rebound goes to Hinton on the weak side for Bedford.
If they can just get a few of those to fall, I think that'll get them back in the game, but right now they're just not getting any. Nothing's going in.
Hinton for 3. Going to flash the 3 fingers at the BG student section. There are a few Cardinal fans here.
Yeah, that might referees might not like that if he keeps doing that. That might be interesting as we creep down the end. Oh, travel. Got away with some steps.
Fabrizio going to take advantage.
Fabrizio took a few extra steps there to get open, hit the BG's first 3, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, first 3 of the game for them.
That was a 2.
That was a 2?
Yep.
Ooh, I thought that was a 3.
Had his foot perhaps on the line. Meanwhile, Dak stepped through, left-hand layup. The freshman was a menace on the glass in that first half. Gets his second field goal. Now 4 points, 5 rebounds. Bedford's lead is 13. Yusuf is challenged at the iron. O'Rourke trying to secure it. Chow had it blocked again by O'Rourke.
O'Rourke has about 3 or 4 block shots.
I've got him for 3. 8 points, 6 rebounds in that first half as well for the 6'4 senior.
Yeah, he's pretty active. Active on the defensive end, hands high. Good defense, cutting off the baseline.
That's Elsmore in the corner, leads to an errant pass, and hang on. There's a whistle at midcourt. Dak came away with the basketball for Bedford, but is called for the push.
That was 2 guys going for the ball. The Wizard shows that again. You're going to see them both fight for that. I think that should go the other way.
Well, both Coach Horn and Coach Moreno had a verbal response to that call. Neither coach was in particularly happy.
No, they were both pushing and shoving a little bit on that one as they went for the ball.
2 minutes gone by, third quarter. Cardinals trying to cut into a 13-point deficit. Won't happen here. Another rebound in the crowd for Bedford. O'Rourke waiting in the corner. Can't cash in on the 3. Yusuf clears the glass for his 4th rebound. Meanwhile, good step through. Left-hand layup just won't go for McGowan. Elsmore going to race the other way for Bedford. Skip pass ready is Logan O'Connell. Three-pointer is too strong. Weak side rebound ends up with Bishop Guertin's Woodward. Racing down, another layup for McGowan. His second field goal, the junior gets his team back within 11 at 37-26.
Good, fast pace again, back and forth. They have to make those. If they can make the ones that are wide open layups or the ones they should make, then they'll be in good shape. We'll have a really tight ball game going into the 4th.
O'Connell fade away in the lane, short. Loose ball, the result. Chow the first to it for the Cardinals.
Still a little bit too much one-on-one. It works occasionally.
Woodward for 3. Line drive miss. O'Rourke, towering rebound for Bedford.
He is right there on the cusp of a double-double, like you said earlier.
Dak spin move, finds the trailer. O'Rourke wraparound, no. Second try, no.
Padding those rebound stats. Got to hit those 2-footers.
Tipped out ultimately to McGowan for Bishop Guertin. Now Fabrizio, fade away on the baseline for 2.
Yeah, Fabrizio needs to come alive. He's got 8, and Yusuf needs some help scoring-wise. And if Fabrizio or someone else can pick up that slack, all of a sudden, I feel like we're getting close.
Yeah, Cardinals trying to crawl their way back in. Woodward, defensive rebound. McGowan draws a blocking call.
Yeah, you know what? He got lucky. Should have passed that. Should have passed it to his teammate. Bounce pass, we get an easy layup. That's what I'm talking about. Give the ball up, easy layup. He got bailed out on that. I don't know if that was a foul or not. Defender looked like he got there, but
get another look. It goes against Logan O'Connell. That's his first and Bedford's second team foul.
Yeah, look. Yeah, he got there. He was waiting.
Well, O'Rourke heads to the Bedford sideline, as does Logan O'Connell and Jack Hinton. So Coach Moreno going to dig a little deeper into the bench here. He returns Luke O'Connell, who played well off the bench in that first half. Jack May also on the floor.
Makes them both.
And who's the third sub? That's Tyler Pickett. You saw him as well before halftime. 7-point game. Dak lost his footing and the ball, but last touched by Bishop Guertin.
The way they came down, it looked like they were going to run maybe one flex cut, set up perfectly for that back pick to get a layup. And then they kind of whoever catches it just keeps going one-on-one. I like this inside.
Dak, a couple power dribbles and a good fade.
Strong play inside. Take advantage of his size.
6 points now, 4 in this third quarter. Past the midway point, inside of 4 minutes to play in the frame. Still a 9-point Bedford lead.
Even though he's young, you take advantage of him inside. Use that strength, because he does have some.
Got a timeout here.
Strength.
Coach Horn going to grab the clipboard with his club trailing 39-30. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations now in Bedford, Londonderry, and Epping. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance We'll get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. Also by MG Sports Fundraising. That's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. Start raising money for your team today. And finally, by the New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. Nick Anastas, along with Justin Gorham. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Week 2 statewide, both teams 1-1. Bedford has played with the lead most of the night. It's led by as many as 13. Cardinals trying to crawl back into this one and capture their second road win of the season.
It's a fun game. We got a lot of activity, a lot of action, guys getting on the floor.
Good pace.
Yeah, great pace.
Backdoor.
Great pass.
Seen that a few times tonight as well.
Love the back door.
And there is Woodward for his first field goal. Played hard. He's worked in tandem on the window, but that's his first bucket of the night. Meanwhile, Zach is rejected.
Oh, we got a foul.
Oh, we do. Yes, we do.
That came over the top, out back.
Is it against Yusuf?
Let's take a look. Yeah, 34. Wait. I see 44. I thought he said 34.
That's a mistake on the board.
Here. Let's take a look.
Yeah, it is on Yusuf.
Looked like he got a nice block from behind, but
it's either on Yusuf or Woodward. They put the wrong number on the board.
Well, when we did the replay,
they were both in the air near Zach. So one of them just got. They changed it now. Okay, so it is Yusuf. They corrected it. We were right all along.
Yep, it looked like he swung down a little bit and may have got caught, but actually it looked like it was a good block, too.
Meanwhile, Dak's got the free throw. He's now 3 of 3 at the line. Good-looking shot there for the freshman who has played it well tonight. 44-32. Drive and kick. Yusuf runs into Dak on the perimeter, and a foul is called. You're right, Dak did miss 2 early. He's 4 for 6 at the line. Yusuf had 14 points in that first half for the Cardinals. Bedford has done a good job containing him in this third quarter, at least 5 minutes in.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten the ball even hadn't even gotten any good looks at the basket yet, I don't think. But you know what, though? What do we say? Other teammates need to step up a little bit and help him out.
Runner there for Fabiazzo won't go. May with the rebound for Bedford. Shakir into the front court. Meanwhile, a wide open 3 for Pickett. The lefty can't hit. Yusuf with his 5th rebound for BG. Quick outlet. Fabrizio, the trailer is Woodward. Back to Fabrizio, who's closed out in the corner. Whips it inside. The foul is called against May, who reaches in from behind.
Woodward, Sans Bernstein, making some really good cuts. Wide open, too. See, that's what you have to do. If they keep doing that and keep cutting, backdoor cuts. Look for bounce passes. Backdoor. They'll get some easy looks. Here's Yusuf. Maybe he has a chance.
May's going to body him up. Double team comes in the post. Woodward works the near side. Eyes on the rim. It's Fabrizio. He's closed out well by Pickett. Now a 3. McGowan up and in.
Oh, that was, you know what that was? A confident shot. He had total confidence in making that shot. Now all of a sudden we got a 6-point game? By math. I'm doing math. Bad. I shouldn't do that, but I think it's 6.
41-35. This is the closest the Cardinals have come since the second quarter.
Yeah, a little bit of a bailout with a foul on that. It's just sort of a
couple of boos from the Cardinal student section.
No, there's going to be boos.
And that's the
Definitely
fourth.
Some boos.
No, 3rd team foul against BG. 4 on the other side against Bedford. Just inside of 2 minutes to go in this third quarter.
They both run a very similar out-of-bounds plays. They line up the same way and everything.
3-pointer, no. Offensive rebound, Shakir for Bedford.
You know, he's come in and done some damage, Shakir.
Look good off the bench. Meanwhile, May ventures into the lane and scores with the right hand.
Where'd that come from?
It came off the left-hand dribble.
It's a tough shot.
And a right-hand finish. Meanwhile, a turnover for Bishop Guertin. Their 8th of the night as that pass ends up in the crowd.
Just as they were starting to creep a little bit. Turnovers. Tough shot down there. That was tough. I know we have that on replay, too. I think Wizard showed that.
It's May's first bucket tonight. Bedford bench has been good.
They have.
They've chipped in with a number of of points in both halves.
They're very active. They come in and they don't they come in and they just get after it right away.
Here's a three, Luke O'Connell. No, Woodward the rebound.
Another guy, Woodward, playing pretty well.
Yeah.
You know what? Sort of sneakily, he's got 6 rebounds, and all of a sudden you go, wait, where'd this guy come from?
That's a pretty jump shot.
It is.
High off the ground goes the sophomore Fabrizio, 6 of his 8 points in this third quarter. Coach Horn jumping up and down on the sideline, trying to inject some energy here. He's leading the chant of defense. His club is within 2 possessions at 43-37. Well, speedy move for Pickett, can't get it. Woodward.
His rebound again. There's
Had it
Woodward
slapped
again.
away. Yep. It's going to stay with BG.
Got 8 rebounds, Woodward does. 8 rebounds.
Does he have 8?
I have 8 for him. I mean, I got him
Sounds
with 8,
right. He's been active.
And that one got knocked away. I thought he got hit, too, on the arm. So you got 33 seconds. Let's get a nice, good screen, maybe a backdoor cut.
Instead, hitting the gas is
Fabrizio.
Fabrizio.
Confidence. What happens when you see the ball go in the basket, right? A couple times, all of a sudden your confidence just shoots through the roof.
BG trailed by 10 at halftime by as many as 13 in this third quarter. They're back within 4. Loose ball. Players on the ground under the basket. Gary Wong, our referee, is going to call a jump ball.
Going to go to BG. I thought we had an elbow. It'd be interesting. Here we go. Let's take a look at this. See if an elbow goes out of bounds. Let's see if Woodward has the ball when he gets it. I didn't think they were that close. Oh, he's out of bounds. That's an out of bounds. That's not a jump ball.
It's a jump ball.
Do you think so?
Yes.
No,
Fabrizio,
it's not.
fade away, up and in. This kid is on fire.
Fabrizio!
And BG's got the momentum. Buzzer beater to bring us to the end of the third quarter. It's a 2-point game again, 43-41. As Bedford struggles to hang on to their lead.
Man.
Will BG complete the comeback, or does Bedford turn it around? Somebody's going to leave the gym with a winning record. We'll find out who next. We're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, buckle up as we head to the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a good game here, 43-41 with 8 minutes to play in Bedford. Bulldogs led by as many as 13 in that third quarter. A late push by Bishop Guertin.
Yes.
And the Cardinals are right back in the ball game. Just a 2-point difference.
I'm going to call that a Woodward-Fabrizio push. Woodward's rebounding, diving on the floor, getting loose balls, and Fabrizio all of a sudden has 10 quick points, shooting well.
Hinton trying to switch the momentum for Bedford. Can't get it to go. Corriveau the rebound, and then a foul in the backcourt is going to come against Bedford.
Come in, rebound, more subs. It's a couple guys that don't play very often. I wouldn't sub too much, but I wouldn't take Fabrizio out now. He had a quarter rest. He was great.
Well, the sophomore is going to take a seat at least for the moment.
I'm giving him a minute, 1 minute at best.
Meanwhile, the Cardinals, a chance to take the lead perhaps with a 3-point ball.
A rare 3-point ball. They've only had one, so maybe we'll get another one here, right
Drive and
there.
kick. Chow for 3. Won't go out of the corner. And O'Rourke, another rebound for Bedford, is team-high 9th. Quick move. O'Connell.
Oh, what a takeaway.
Yes, ripped away by Corriveau. The big man with the dribble into the front court, lost it off the bounce pass.
He did.
Stolen up ahead to Hinton. Count that and the foul. Well, it's Jack Hinton able to race ahead and finished despite the contact. Got hit on the elbow.
He did. Such
a good
play,
lefty
though.
finish here and a three-point play opportunity.
Corvo made such a good play, and then that just turned it over. But wow, did he ripped it away from him? That was a great play.
No good on the free throw. O'Rourke is there for the offensive rebound.
Yeah, he got fouled too.
And a foul against the Cardinals.
Got 10.
That's 10. 5 in each half for the 6'4 senior. Meanwhile, Woodward back on the floor for BG, who's been their leading rebounder tonight with 9. 45-41 Bulldogs with the lead and the ball.
I'm going to give Fabrizio maybe 15 more seconds, 20 seconds of rest and bring him back in. And hopefully he's in good enough shape to go for it. There he is, Woodward again.
To the floor, and Coach Moreno is going to bail out his team with a timeout.
Good call, Coach. But who's on the floor? Woodward. And O'Rourke. Both guys on the floor.
Yep.
O'Rourke has been all over the place, rebounding like a madman, as has Woodward. Those are the two guys you see working hardest in rebounding. Wow, this is a good game, fun game.
Two teams known for their deep playoff pushes. BG went all the way back in 2021, not too long ago.
Post-COVID, right? Is that the year after COVID? Right? The year after COVID for them.
Yes, they shut down the 2020 tournament
2020
in
shut
progress.
down, and they won the next year. Okay.
Yep, and then the schedule was kind of all over the place that following year. But Bishop Guertin ultimately captured the title under Winnicott. Will Horn was on that staff, as was Chris Cameron, our friend from the New Hampshire Tomahawks.
Oh, yes.
And, of course, Frank Moreno took over for longtime head coach Mark Elmendorf a few years back, guided his squad to the promised land. First Division I championship in school history in 2023. They went back to the semifinals a year ago. They graduated all 5 starters, or lost, I should say, all 5 starters.
Lost. Yeah, we don't know where they are, but
2 of them went the prep school route, and 3 were graduating seniors.
Man, too bad they still weren't here.
Chow down the lane, blocked from behind. Logan O'Connell with a well-timed rejection. Got his right hand on the basketball. Meanwhile, Dak threw a crown. No, they're going to wave it off.
Got him high.
Got a foul on the floor first before the shot.
Go out of bounds.
The freshman can only smile as a result. He has played well tonight.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we're stuck here at 45-41, and now Luca Fabrizio is back on for BG. He's been their high scorer in this second half.
About a minute and a half he was out, which is okay. Hopefully he's got tons of juice left. He's been playing so well here in the second half.
Meanwhile, 3 team fouls already against the Cardinals. Less than 90 seconds into the quarter. Good step and finish. Logan O'Connell.
Got to have help, fellas. Got to have help.
It's his first bucket since halftime. He's in double figures with 11. Bedford's lead grows to 6, 47-41. Here's Yusuf into 2 defenders. Couldn't bank it. Loose ball. Dak is on the ground for Bedford. Fires a bounce pass from the ground. And now Hinton is pushed along the baseline, and that's the 4th team foul against Bishop Guertin. So Bedford just 1 foul away from the bonus as we get another look there at the blocking foul against Woodward, who is not happy, as you can see.
Oh, no. No one's ever happy when they foul. And usually no one ever believes they actually foul.
The 3rd personal against the junior.
Oh, yes. Good switch down there on the inbounds play, too. Good switch on defense.
Loose ball.
Another foul.
Yeah, got to reach in over the top against Bishop Guertin. It's on Woodward, and that has got Coach Horn upset, to say the least. First-year head coach continuing to plead his case. That's going to be a blow if they've got to take junior Sam Woodward out of the lineup here. He's been a beast on the window, as you mentioned.
Oh, absolutely.
And just 2 minutes into the 4th quarter, he picks up his 4th foul.
Take a look at that one. That was a tough call because he was kind of moving around a lot while he's on the floor with the ball. It's almost like it's kind of a travel if you know.
There's Dak. Missed his first 2 free throws tonight, but the freshman has hit 5 in a row since. Been a big help up front for Bedford. Here's the taunts from the BG student section. There's a quick glance to his right after drilling the free throw. 49-41. Cardinals down 8. They were within 2 to begin the quarter.
So close, early. Got to stay within striking distance here.
Loose ball at midcourt off an errant pass, and the call is going to stay with BG.
Nearly a turnover.
Good
young
hustle.
guys, too, though. Young guys. Fabrizio's only, a sophomore?
Yep.
Young players, too, both
So
sides.
is Yusuf.
Yusuf, yeah, very young guys.
Yusuf was the story of the first half, the 6'6 center. With all 14 of his points before the break. Gets a bounce pass here and a foul against Bedford. Got to reach in on the catch.
Didn't see much there, but
Second team foul.
you want to try and get him involved, too. If he hasn't been involved much this second half, because the guards have taken over the game. But it'd be nice to see him kind of maybe run some pick and rolls or something where they're going to get him involved for a nice look at the basket. Got to hope for that anyway.
Timeout. Coach Horn going to talk it over. 49-41 Bedford. Been a fun time here at the Doghouse. Always a spirited crowd.
Man, you're right.
We get a look here briefly at the student section tonight. They're dressed in pink.
There's an event tonight where they're throwing pink basketballs and stuff.
It's all in an effort to raise awareness for breast cancer. And always a good cause, really statewide, but especially here in Bedford. And as you can see, that's a standing human pink wall.
It is.
Behind the baseline with apparently a pair of broadcasters
There's
in the middle of that mix as well.
There. And there's some interesting outfits as well. If you look over there, very interesting outfits.
Including from our own John Barron.
John looking sharp.
Santa hat tonight.
He's rivaling my hat. My hat was getting itchy, and I had to take it off. My bald pate wasn't tolerating the itchiness of my hat, but we'll break it out again at some point.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays for those watching worldwide here tonight. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Week number 2, both teams 1-1, trying to claw that second win of the season, which sometimes, Justin, could really go a long way, especially going into, in this case, a holiday break.
You get a break. Most of these teams are going to go to a tournament. So Bedford will go into the Queen City, I think, tournament, and then I'm not too sure where BG will end up in that whatever tournament they play in. But you want to be 2-1, right? You don't want to be 1-2.
In a crowd, going to wrestle away a 6th rebound for Bedford. Bulldogs force another miss. Hinton dips the shoulder, but dragged the pivot foot.
He did indeed.
At the same time, that's Bedford's 8th giveaway tonight.
Don't forget Happy Festivus for the rest of us.
Right. All the Seinfeld fans
Airing of the grievances will occur, and we must have the poll, the Festivus poll. Wide open at the wing. He missed him.
Yusuf with a scoop shot for his first bucket since halftime. 16 points now, a game high. And again, it's just a 2-possession game. 3 minutes gone by, fourth quarter.
He had Chow wide open at the wing, but I like the fact that he got himself involved and saw the ball go in the basket. He hasn't seen that happen and hasn't really been involved until that play.
Oh, Logan O'Connell, crafty footwork there in the low post. Coach Horn wanted to travel instead. O'Connell pushes his point total up to 13. Meanwhile, Dak with a steal in the lane, gives it right back. McGowan draws the foul. Well, Dak did a nice job wrestling away the rebound, but the freshman made a bit of a mistake there on the outlet pass across the lane. And McGowan, who has played well tonight, took advantage, going to head back to the line. He's got 9 points tonight of his own.
There's some freshman mistakes. They happen. That's an any player mistake, too. That's not even just a freshman mistake. He's a unique freshman, though. He's strong. You can tell that lower body that in his core. He's going to be a really big, solid player as he moves along.
Yeah. 1-for-2 trip for McGowan, an 11th rebound for O'Rourke. We head towards the midway point, fourth quarter. It's a 7-point margin at 51-44 Bedford.
Everybody's still playing man. We've only seen a zone one time, right? No one's pressed. No one's done anything really too different.
Dak off the pull-up.
Pretty.
The freshman, a little bit of a crossover there to set himself up.
Pretty jumper.
53-44. Meanwhile, Yusuf driving kick. Good closeout by Hinton to prevent the three in the corner. Now McGowan off the dribble. Stopped again by Bedford's Elsmore. Good defense here by the Bulldogs. Yusuf try to power it over O'Rourke. No. Second try, yes, and the foul.
And he might have rolled that ankle when he came down, but I think he's okay. Good rebound. He got a rebound, put back. Count it.
Played well tonight. Let's got the different colored sneakers.
Yeah, you know, when I first saw that, I didn't want to say anything because it was kind of goofy, but I thought he lost his shoe. Down the other end, I thought
it was an extension of the sock.
Yeah, I thought he lost his shoe, and I thought,
foot.
no. Oh, but then I go, there's the swoosh.
I'd like to get to the story behind that. That's interesting. I like the unique approach.
That's a definitive. What's up with that?
Free throw won't go. It's his first trip to the line tonight.
I know.
Hard to believe.
Yeah.
With all the contact he's drawn.
I'm a little surprised at that when I look down, and I think he's been hit a couple times on some layups and just haven't been called. But
3.5 to go. Bedford trying to remain in firm control here. They're up 7. Pass, O'Rourke juggles, keeps it alive, and Ellsmore now going to pull it back out and reset.
You know, even though that he hasn't gone to the line, overall I think the officiating has been pretty good.
Yes.
I think they've done a good job. A lot of noise from the crowd tonight.
Three-pointer, Shakir, a clean look, no. Chow going to pinch down and wrestle. Now the point guard in trouble, goes over the top for Woodward. Layup at the other end, Yusuf.
Yusuf finger roll. Wow, 5-point game again, Nick. Close.
Yusuf has 20.
Glad they got him involved. Or he's gotten himself involved, right?
BG crowd, meanwhile, starting to take over the gym, chanting defense. Bulldogs looking for a reason to give their home fans something to cheer about. Meanwhile, O'Connell to his right gets it in the lane. Well, that is a tough finish.
Good
15
play.
points now. He's led the Bulldogs in scoring.
Had to kind of float that over the top of Yusuf's reach. There's another free throw.
A foul here comes against O'Rourke.
That's a good call.
Yusuf went into him, Rourke moving a bit to his right. And that's number 4 against O'Rourke. Also, both teams are now at the limit with 5 team fouls.
Now we're going to be shooting some free throws here at the end.
2:19 to play.
Not much there. Actually had his hands straight up. Not bad. Good defense by O'Rourke, but you get a little body in there. They're going to call that most of the time, so not a bad call either. It's just, luck of the, sometimes they don't call it. Sometimes they do.
Yeah.
Just happens.
Wrong place, wrong time if you're the defender there.
Especially now this time of the game, and he has 4, so.
Yusuf rattles the miss.
Good rebound.
And
Big
Dak,
big
another
push by Dak. I love it.
big grown man rebound.
Oh,
for the
that
freshman.
was. He took that one arm, that off arm, and just held him off and grabbed it. That was beautiful.
2 minutes to go. Both teams looking for their second win of the season, and O'Connell is going to get 2 more.
Fortuitous bounce indeed.
Logan O'Connell.
Should have been a turnover. They just didn't get it.
Minute 50. 8-point game. Spin move and scoop for Yusuf.
Man alive. He has come alive.
Got now 8 of his 22 in this fourth quarter.
Here we go. A little full court man.
2-possession game.
Try and trap. Maybe force
Long
a turnover.
pass ahead for Shakir. Leads to a 3 for Hinton, who knocks it down out of the corner.
Man, they're hitting some threes now.
8 points all in the second half for Jack Hinton. Had a foul trouble in that first half. Minute 20 to go. The lead is 9 again. Fabrizio is going to head to the free throw line. Able to get the step and get into the lane. Meanwhile, Coach Horn is going to gather up his guys on the sideline for an impromptu message here with a minute 17 to go.
Staff meeting there on the floor.
Yep.
If you're not necessarily supposed to do that, but hey, it's okay.
Coming up after the game, stats, highlights, analysis, and a live interview with the winning coach as well. Will it be Bedford's Frank Moreno or BG's Will Horn? Either way, exclusive audio coming up right after the game.
Oh, yeah. Very exciting. BG is, at this point, they're kind of running out of time. And Bedford should kind of slow the ball down a little bit. Oh, another rebound. Look at that. Oh, he missed it.
Rolls out. And then McGowan draws a foul.
Chow had a good rebound off the miss.
And then McGowan got inside of 2 Bedford players under the rim to draw that over the back call. So I think that was team foul number 7. And
they haven't put it up
should
there
be
yet,
an automatic.
right.
I think it's an automatic 2 here.
Should be.
Either way, it's a moot point now as McGowan knocks down the front end. Minute 12 to go. 7-point game. Shakir comes out for Bedford. starting five back on the floor with the return of O'Rourke. There's a miss. O'Connell gets to it. His fourth rebound. Well, O'Rourke double teamed on the wing. Skips it near side. Hinton is wide open. Can't capitalize. O'Rourke offensive rebound. And
Good rebound. That's the one you want right there.
10 points to go with 12 boards for the Bedford Big. And then a block. His fourth of the night as well.
Two-handed rejection.
And then a foul on the other end against Bishop Guertin. It may be against Woodward. If so, that's his fifth.
I think so. Here's the thing. Right now, though, Bedford is still trying to come down and shoot threes and score, but they're ahead with 45 seconds left. Now is the time you can kind of move the ball around. Because you know what? You're going to play somebody else. The game might be closer, and you got to learn to do that. These guys maybe they don't know how to do that yet. My coaches, I think, going, no. Slow down. I'm watching them. And the young fellows are making him nuts because they just keep going. And you want that, except with the last 45 seconds. You don't want that.
Two free throws for Landon Elsmore, the junior guard. 7 points in that first half, looking for his first point since. More importantly, hoping to push the lead back to 10 for Bedford, and he will.
Yep. You want to limit.
You
want to limit the opponent's opportunities to score, and that's why you want to kind of hold the ball and not try and shoot shots too early.
Three-pointer. Fabrizio, no. Weak side glass, controlled by Elsmore. Bedford guard into the front court himself, trying to avoid a double team with a pivot. And here's the timeout call from Coach Moreno. 27 seconds remaining.
Now here's where he'll probably tell him, and I can't be down there, hey, I'm going to slow it down. If they trap, split the trap or don't get trapped. Move the ball around. You know what? You're in free throw bonus. So if they foul you, make free throws, right?
Yeah.
But you're up 10. Use the clock. Don't come in right away and just, sophomore, freshman, chuck a three. Bring it down. You want to win games, so you have to teach them how to win games at the end. Young players have to learn how to do it. Now they're going to win, probably, with that little amount of time left. But you got to teach them how to do it correctly.
Yep.
So hopefully that's what he's telling them now. And I can almost guarantee he's telling them that now. Slow it down, young fellas. Because you got what? One older guy out there in O'Rourke, and everybody else is relatively young, I think. Sophomores, freshmen.
Bedford, after a first quarter that ended with a tie, built up a double-digit lead at halftime, 32-22. Cardinals came back to threaten late in that third quarter. It was a 2-point edge going into this fourth quarter, but Bedford has kept the Cardinals at arm's length here and hoping to get over the finish line with 27 seconds remaining. Cardinals not going to foul yet. Now they do. Corvo, a little bit of a shove there along the sideline. Bedford does burn 4 seconds off the clock.
And they're going to come in and trap or foul. One of the, I don't know if the intention is to foul. Maybe you just want to say, hey, hopefully they miss free throws. Who are you going to foul? In terms of free throw wise, they've actually shot fairly well once the game got going. And I made my comment. I jinxed them in the right direction. You used to have some pretty decent free throw shooting.
Both teams have been pretty impressive tonight at the line. That includes Jack Hinton. Just hit his first attempt. All 9 of the seniors' points have been big in this second half for Bedford. There's 2 for 2.
And see, that's good. We have a senior in there with O'Rourke as the other senior.
And here is O'Rourke challenging along the sideline. Almost came up with the steal.
He's got 4 fouls, too, so it doesn't matter at this point. He can just do whatever he needs to do.
Chow all the way to the cup.
Good move.
His first bucket since the break. Makes it a 10-point game. Clock continuing to run. O'Rourke, triple teamed, and a foul does take place here in the backcourt. As it's a reach in from behind against Bishop Guertin, Sam Prescott.
That's probably a good foul. He's only shot 2 early in the game. So now he gets 2 more. Let's see, you're still a 10-point lead, so the game's
we're down to
over.
6 seconds here. But a hard-fought road loss here for Bishop Guertin. They certainly gave it a go.
Oh, they did, yeah. It was a fun game.
O'Rourke just too much, though, in the middle. How about this? 7 for 7 at the line for O'Rourke, make it 8 for 8. He's got a double-double, 12 points, 12 boards, 4 rebounds. Of course, that's unofficial. Final 2 seconds. Chow to the rim. And the game is over. Bedford, their second straight win. 67-55 is the final score. As the Bulldogs improve to 2-1, Bishop Guertin going to slip to 1-2 after their second straight defeat. Coming up, live interview with Bedford head coach Frank Moreno. We get a Friday night scoreboard update. A look back at this one with stats, highlights, and analysis, as well as a full recap. All of that next. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Now 67-55 ends up being the final score. Bedford with a win in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. 2 straight for Bedford. Back and forth, first quarter. Ended up being tied at 14 after 1. Bedford comes alive just before halftime to push their lead up to 10. BG kept in the contest in that first half with a excellent effort by Eli Yusuf, the sophomore who had 14 points for BG in that first half. Cardinals fell behind by as many as 13 in that third quarter. Made a run right before the end of the third, led by sophomore guard Luca Fabrizio.
He came alive.
He had 10
really
of
did.
his 13 in that third quarter alone, and it was just a 2-point game going into the fourth quarter as a result. But Bedford, too much perhaps tonight on the glass. They pull away in the fourth quarter, and they do win by double digits, 67-55, to improve to 2-1. Unofficial final stats: Connor O'Rourke, the senior for Bedford, a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds, 4 blocks. He was 4 of 4 at the free throw line. And Dak, the freshman, stood out down low as well. 12 points, 8 rebounds.
Absolutely.
Logan O'Connell had 17 points to pace the backcourt. And for Bishop Guertin, Yusuf, strong finish to the game at 8 points down the stretch to push his total to a game-high 20.
Yeah, 8 rebounds.
And, of course, Sam Woodward led the way on the glass.
He did.
For Bishop Guertin tonight with 9 rebounds before fouling out in the fourth quarter.
He was good on the glass. I think, it was one of those games like we talked about earlier, very frenetic, a little bit of chaotic in the beginning. I think BG kind of found a little bit of a groove there when they got close, and then Bedford just pulled away. Too many, three-pointers at the right time.
Timely baskets.
Timely baskets, good steals. And those young guys, some of those guys worked really hard. And I thought O'Rourke was really impressive. Shows tremendous improvement from last year. He didn't play very much last year. Hardly at all. He got in of games, and now he's a starter. Played most of the game. Had a double-double in his, this is only his third game of the year, double-double. I don't know what he's done so far.
Yep.
But they had 40 rebounds plus. I mean, I just kind of looked at it. 40-plus rebounds. They out-rebounded BG by about 13, 14 rebounds. And the turnover game, almost identical. So that didn't really make much of a difference. It was rebounding. It was second chance points. It was Bedford making more open looks and getting more open looks than BG did. But, man, did they play hard.
All right. Let's welcome our old friend back in. That's Frank Moreno, head coach for Bedford. His club now winners of 2 in a row following tonight's 67-55 victory over BG. Coach, how you doing?
Hey, guys. A little out of breath.
Let's get that mic a little closer to the mouth. There you go. Perfect. Your club had to sweat this one out.
Yeah, we knew that
BG
was a good team. You know, we saw them play Monday night or Tuesday night. They battle. They shoot the ball really well. We really focused on McGowan tonight, but Youssef really hurt us. He was a tough matchup for us. But the kids fought hard. You know, the second half we tried to lock down on defense a bit. We knew our threes weren't going down like they were against North, so we had to get more downhill. Yeah. They just fought. I'm proud of them.
Yeah. Big game for the big man, right? Connor O'Rourke. We had him coach for 12 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 blocks.
Yeah.
What can you say about the jump that he's made from last year as a junior to this year as a senior?
Yeah, I've told people that he might be the most improved player in the state. I mean, he didn't see a lot of minutes for us last year, and he worked so hard on his game in the offseason. He lived in the weight room. He played with Austin Denton's AAU team from Merrimack, and he worked really, really hard, and it's starting to pay off. You know, he's blocking shots. He's getting rebounds for us. He's finishing at the rim. Can't say enough about him. He's our captain. So,
and then the freshman, Ouija Dak. Am I saying that right?
Yes. Yeah, Ouija.
This kid
the Ouija board.
This kid looked like a senior tonight with 12 points to go with 8 rebounds.
Yeah, he is a tough matchup for everyone because he can play on the perimeter too. He gets downhill. I think a lot of his points came inside tonight, but he can shoot threes. He's got a nice little pull-up jumper that you saw in the corner there. He battles. And he fights, man. He does. He's got a great work ethic. Just blessed to have him. And he's only a freshman, so he's only going to get that much better.
He's like a 14, 15-year-old grown man.
Right.
We were just talking. He's got built like, the core. He's
like a tight end. I mean, he's got hands, and, he's just awesome.
So you out-rebounded him. You had a lot of rebounds. I have 43 to 33, so you out-rebounded him by 10. I think your effort was incredible. Guys are diving on the floor. Guys are rebounding. It's sort of a different look than you had last year.
Oh, very much so.
Just a different type of team.
They're very young.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing for us right now is to teach that work ethic. You know, we're going to have a lot of ugly games. The Trinity game was ugly. This game was ugly, and you just got to, just grind every one of those out. So those 50-50 balls are something that I'm trying to teach them to get after, and it makes a difference.
They did. And I just wanted to ask you this from a coaching perspective. We were talking at the end, and, you have young players bringing the ball up the floor. You're up by about 8, and they're shooting shots. And I know you're going, no. I want you to move the ball around. And you know what? We don't want to give them extra opportunities. I was telling him, that's what he's telling them in the huddle, because you have to tell young guys. And the guys are looking at you like, no, I got it. No, you don't.
No, they don't.
I saw you. I was watching you.
Yeah. You can only come down on them with so many. Like, fortunately, Jack hit one of those threes, so I'll take that. But, they give you a little bit of a heart attack sometimes. So
I was watching you.
Yeah,
it was fun, though. I mean, because you're going to I think they'll get so much better learning how to win games. Like I told Nick, it takes a while for young guys to learn how to win the game at the end.
Right.
And I think they achieved that tonight.
It's just, one more step forward. It was they learned a lot tonight.
Yeah, good.
Coach, take us through the next few weeks here. We've got the holidays coming up, obviously, then the holiday tournament.
Yep.
And then we resume regular season action in January. How do you approach that here over the next few weeks?
Just get better. There's so many things we got to work on. So the tournament is a great time for us. We won it last year, so I kind of put that out there for the boys. Like, look, you're the defending tournament champ, so you got to come in there and play hard. They want another shot at Trinity, so if the stars align and we end up advancing, that would be cool. But we got a long way to go. We got to get past Goffstown, and they're playing really well. So it's just an opportunity to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach, Merry Christmas.
Thank you
Happy
very much,
holidays.
guys.
Merry
Always love
Christmas.
having you here. Thank
Happy
you very
Festivus
much.
as well.
Hey,
You know,
congratulations
very important.
Thank
on
you.
tonight's win. 67-55 is the final. That is longtime head coach Frank Moreno joining us here courtside.
Did we hear, or because I'm deaf, did he get his 100th win? Did I hear that?
I
But
forgot
I'm
to
not
ask
sure.
him.
I didn't know if I heard that.
That
right.
is
Was
Coach Moreno's
is that what that
100th
was?
win, yes.
Good for him.
It slipped my mind. I forgot
No,
to
I
bring
didn't.
it up.
I wasn't
but-
sure because I'm deaf, but I thought I heard some. I thought somebody said
Yes.
100. So
congratulations there as well. He's done a great job,
Yes.
as we know.
Good for him.
And he's got his club again with a winning record at 2-1 after beating BG tonight, 67-55. All right, Justin, your final thoughts here before we say goodbye.
Well, I think we have two young teams that we got to see tonight, and it's going to be interesting to see. Most interesting to see their progression. What are they going to improve on? Like, what are they going to look like after 10 games, 11 games, as we get closer to the playoffs? You know, the Christmas tournaments, they don't count.
Right.
Except for your own, your team and your own personal
But does not
victories.
count towards the NHIAA record.
It does not.
Right.
And I kind of wish it did. I wish you counted all the games. But you use that as practice. And they're going to get 3 games, as will BG wherever they go. And you want to make sure you take advantage of those games and get everybody involved and learn some things in a game situation. So I'd like to see these two teams at the end, what they look like from now to then. And I know we'll remember because this was a really fun, frenetic, high energy game. So I'm looking forward to see how they improve.
All right, want to thank a few folks here before we say goodbye tonight. Of course, Corey Parker and his staff here at Bedford, terrific to work with. Good to see our old friends over at BCTV as well. And by the way, if you want to watch the big battle here coming up between Bishop Guertin and Bedford on the girls' side, the place to do that is at our friends BCTV. So there's that.
How about a Merry Christmas to you? Because you always say it to everybody else. I'm going to say
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas to you.
And to you as well.
And
to
to
you as
everybody
friend.
else as well, since you'll always do that at the end. But
Yes.
I want to make sure I tell you guys the same thing
Yes,
because
and
it's important this year.
Speaking of Christmas, we plan to broadcast the championship game of the Christmas tournament, the Queen City Invitational Christmas Tournament
5
over
p.m.
at Memorial. So Sunday the 29th,
That's
tune
right.
in, and we should be underway at 5 o'clock there for that championship affair. So thank you for the reminder.
Yeah, that'll be
as well.
fun. I think that'll be fun.
All right, want to thank, again, our crew here at Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, doing a great job
The
as
best.
usual, fighting the bad weather outside to arrive as well. That's, of course, Matt Beals and John Barron, our dual videographers, doing a bang-up job again tonight.
As always.
And, of course, the whole thing orchestrated flawlessly by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios. For executive producer Steve Beals and my partner Justin Gorham, I'm Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time, Bedford 67, Bishop Guertin 55. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Happy holidays, folks.